that Vic Mensa. Wait, let me do it. YouTube, welcome to the show. Y'all missed the intro, but SoundCloud niggas got it. I told you that shit was hard.
Yeah, man.
It might just be Just Blaze. I don't know, but like that's that classic rap sound.
Yeah, he definitely got that sound. If that's what he was going for, he did that.
He did.
The only thing is like with niggas like that, whenever I hear it, I can respect the fuck out of it. Like he was spitting, but I just don't know if it make my rotation. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm ever in the mood for the grimy raps. You know what I mean?
See, only time is like when I'm on my way to work, or if I'm on my way like some workout shit. Like that's the only time I really play that. Like if I'm in my hype me up, like talk my shit. That's other than that, I'm with you. I'm jamming the Snow Allegra album. That's like
See that's what I've been on recently. That type of bag. Like I really just jam R&B, bro.
And they got a lot of good shit we gonna get into. Let's welcome the people to the show. Welcome. Thank you to everybody who listens week in and week out. We appreciate y'all. As always, my name is Leland Burton, a.k.a. Young Boy D-Wits, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. Beard Gang. And I'm joined by my guy, as always, my co-host, Mr. Doom. Brooklyn is in New York, seeing the family. He on vacay this week. It's me and you rocking it, bro.
Yeah, man. We gonna hold it down. Shout out my nigga B.
That's a fact. How you doing this week? Man? Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I had a crazy night last night. I actually was like, yo, I'm vexed up. I'm tired of being in the house. I'm tired of seeing niggas on Instagram posting they out in the streets. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going out tonight, man. So I went to Circa. They built like a new hotel out here recently.
Okay.
And they got the most fire sports book area. Like,
so you ain't go out. You just would have a guy's night. Like you went watch the fight. You went drink a little drinks, eat some food, and have some betting going on.
There you go. Yo.
So yeah, I thought you was about to say you went to the club. So I would fuck with that.
Nah.
And club, last night,
I think the club days is behind me, bro.
I'm with you because my girl was fiending to do something last night, and I was like, look, either my homie's coming through, I'm watching a fight with you, because all her friends out of town, and I'm just like, either you can watch the fight with me, we could kick it, or whatever, or my homie's gonna come to tomorrow and watch the game. So we just fried some wings. Like she did the thing. We went to the Asian market, get all like the little Asian ingredients for some Asian wings. I finally found a wing sauce for me that's like spicy enough, tasty enough. Cause I don't fuck with Frank's Red Hots. I think niggas be gassing themselves up over that Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with it either.
I'm so happy you said, because I didn't want to offend nobody, but like since you don't fuck with it, then we cool. I can offend niggas. Yeah, bro, that shit is ass.
Yeah, it's not high level, man.
No, not at all.
I want to try Dustin shit. I might be skipping too far ahead with the topics, but
I want to try his shit too.
And his shit, man, I heard like a lot of people that got it actually fuck with it.
Okay.
I thought about buying it just to support my nigga, you know what I mean? Because I always, niggas just streaming a fight. I ain't paying no pay-per-view. So I'm like, man, let me throw Dustin some money, man. But people fucking with the sauce. I have to try it.
I'm gonna have to try that. And I'm gonna save that because we don't want to get people away from the sports, because I got a lot to talk to you about that fight. But I got this like mango habanero sauce. Shit is fire. Shit is gas packed, and it's not the Buffalo Wild Wings shit. Super spicy. So I fuck with that. But other than that, yeah, man, just kicking it, watching, just chilling at the crib, Finally got it feeling like a home, so I'm just chilling. Like
that's what's up, man.
It's
I know that little phase when you move into the new crib and like it's your spot, but you ain't really settled yet, so it don't really feel like home. You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
I hate that too. And that's why my girl was like, man, you just been watching all of our classic shows. And I was like, I said it today. I was like, I'm just trying to make it feel like our home, like I'm trying to make it feel like a home. That's why I've been running back the classics, and we started watching new shit today. And I was like, all right, yeah, it's starting to feel like, because when I first moved in, it felt like I was on vacation and just chilling here, about to have to go back to the dusty ass apartment.
Yeah. But that's what's up though, man.
It sank in. So
yeah, that's what's up. That's a fire little feeling, bro. Congrats on that.
100%. That's the only other feeling like this is when you get a new car.
Yeah, because I think the house is better though.
Okay,
it's like it don't even. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get the crib, bro, like the car, yeah, you spend some time in it, but home is like that's where you spend all your free time, bro.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you need to make sure that situation is right, and when you finally get the right little spot, shit start,
It
You
does.
think
It
better.
is
You're more
different.
productive in other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big move, bro.
I can't lie to you. You right. But man, when you get that new car, you rolling down the street, niggas like,
Yeah.
ooh.
See, but that's for like the flexing purposes.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get the new car just so you can show niggas like, yeah, man. Niggas is not struggling over here, nigga.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So I wanted to start this week off. And if my family listen to this, look, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna even get into the situation crazy, but I gotta talk about it. This is my life. That's what my show is. I'm sorry. So I want to bring it to a wide topic, but have you ever been in a situation where your family members start fighting?
Definitely not often. Like not
no
dead ass like fist fight or nothing.
Well, like, okay, so maybe like a father and son that you related to get into it. Or like a mother and daughter, two brothers, or whatever the situation may be, but they get into it. They may push one another one time, and then it's just a bunch of cussing, and then it's like beef for a couple of days.
Yeah, I definitely been in that situation more than a few times.
Same. So that happened this past weekend, and so I'm chilling. I'm not gonna say with who, but I'm chilling with like my homie, and he get a call, and he literally had to drop it. He was like, yo, your brother and your pops. They getting into it. They fussing. Your brother push your pops. Your pops want to go beat him up. The mama stop it. It was big shit. And then so my mama called me and was like, why don't you go talk? I was like, what am I gonna say in this situation? I'm not about to go get myself involved in that. That's gotta boil over. They gotta have communication. There's something at the root of that.
Yeah, for real.
I can't do shit about that.
For real. And that's when it be awkward, bro. Especially like, let's say you at like a family situation and it's like the people that get into it, their relationship is much closer than you. Like y'all all family, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you feel like if you step in, you really might be overstepping some real shit because you don't know what's going on when they at home, not around everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Like you can't get it between two sisters, two brothers, a father, son, a mother, dog. Like you, like as a cousin or as like a nephew, as whatever you may be. You can't get into that, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
that's like if me and my brother get into in an argument. The only people that can really tell me and my brother something really is probably like my mom, my pops, my grandma, my grandpa. My uncles and aunts, if they say something, we gonna.
Yeah. You see, the only thing you could really do in that situation is just try to calm them down.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where it go wrong, especially like when it's between family, like family members will start trying to say who wrong and who right.
That definitely happens. And then they start talking shit.
Yeah,
and then it
bro. Yeah. And once that happens, then that's when shit could get a little out of hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like getting into the family drama, bro, because there's a lot of that going on these days.
It's just too much. I avoid all drama in my life, and I'm definitely not supposed to have to deal with it with my family. But like you said, it's a rare situation. At least with me, my family not like these people that's like, because you hear about it where they just fuss all the time. Brothers don't talk anytime a situation. Like, nah, this happened once every while, and it always gets squashed.
Yeah, I feel super lucky, bro, because there's a lot of families that's like that.
It is.
Like, I'm glad, like, I was telling my sister the other day, like, I couldn't even imagine beefing with my sister on some, like, I'll never talk to you again type shit.
That's nuts.
Like, we would have our differences. We might disagree on some shit, like, and I might say some shit that rub her the wrong way, but I could never see it getting to the point where it's like, yo, I'm never talking to you not a day in my life again. You know what I mean? And some people really be like that.
Some people do that. Like the longest I ever not talked to my brother for was a week.
Yeah.
It was a week. And we was both mad, but he was busy and then Sunday I was like, man, I'm sorry. And that was it. Like that's the longest I ever gone without talking to him. But I'm with you. You can't do it forever.
Yeah, man. It should be easy to just like understand with your family member. Like, yo, my nigga lost his cool. He might have said some fucked up shit, but we still Gucci. You know what I mean? Like that shit be wild to me when people just cut their family members off. But to stick to your topic, that shit has definitely happened in my family when niggas just start. And that's why I'm glad I'm in Vegas, bro, because I'm like far enough to where nobody can even pretend to stick me in no shit. You know what I mean? They can't rely on me.
They don't even want to call. That's how my uncle in Houston is. But like you said, though, there's a lot of people going through it, man. I feel bad for them. Like, I could never imagine, like, I know somebody that don't talk to their mama no more. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, huh? I'm just glad I have a good relationship with people in my family, because some people don't. And like, for the people out there whose family members are toxic and you have to cut them off, I'm sorry that happened to you, because that's a real thing too.
Yeah, that is a real thing. And that's like a hard situation to be in, bro. Like, I actually know somebody right now that's dealing with that with their sister.
Yep.
And it's like she got a level head. Like, I listened to her talk, and it's like it's one of them situations where she love her sister, she want to be there for her sister, but every time her sister around, the fuck shit happen. So it's just, at some point you gotta like, yo, I love you, but I gotta cut you off. Like,
it's because you bringing down the situation every time. It's not me. Like, and that's where the toxicity comes, and it's like they gotta grow from that. That can't be something.
Man. That shit is tough.
Yeah.
Like you say, I'm just glad that's not my situation.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
Facts. Doom, we was a week early. Last week we talked about Drizzy. We said that nigga was definitely trying to smash old boy mama. And niggas was like, nah. I saw the pods like, nah, they just friends. We said, nah, you niggas crazy. Y'all just being politically correct. We said it. The nigga was at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
dude.
Man. And that, bro, I'm saying, like, not only is he trying to smash, like, he trying to cuff that. You don't do that, my nigga, if you don't really like the chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
bro,
he was
that's
just
a
trying
lot.
to, you know, if he was just trying to hit, take out, have fun. Cause people just have like little quick situations.
Yep.
Like, where they know it's not really going a long term, but man, it's fun. You got money,
get a couple dinners, have sex a couple times, maybe do a couple outings. But after this, we just gonna go our separate ways. We're just gonna let it die. This don't seem like that. Unless
this is not that at all.
Now let me ask you: is this Drake's version of like a Doom and Linden date? Like, is this just nothing to him?
Probably so.
So
I can't imagine that situation caused him any type of stress.
$200K.
You know 200K,
I mean? just threw to the side.
I don't even think that much, bro, because he cool with Mookie Betts, like in real life. So it might be easy for Mookie to be like, yeah, you just gotta throw the security enough money to sit here for 2 hours.
Well, that's how much Dodger Stadium told Twitter if they wanted to rent it. That's how much it cost.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
I just don't think they would even worry about hitting Drake with the bill. Like, it's just fire as like promo for the stadium. Cause now they like, yo, you want to do the same shit? 200 bands. And it's niggas out there that's gonna pay it. It's niggas rich enough, bro.
Bro, women been wilding already. I saw people, shout out to my homie Bree. This shit was hilarious. Bree was like, look, I understand y'all can't rent out Dodger Stadium, but go rent out the nearest high school stadium, the nearest high school football, the Cougar Dome. Go rent out one of the 5 things. People expecting their mans to rent out places now, man. You rent out the nearest Las Vegas high school stadium, dude?
You see, now I'm just not that kind of nigga, bro. Like, I'm cool with just regular dinner. We can go to dinner like regular people, man.
Same.
You know what I mean? If that shit is not good enough for you, then I'm just not the nigga for you. Real shit. Cause $200K for a date,
that's crazy,
bro. I feel like even if I had a B in my account, like if I was sitting on a Billy, I still wouldn't just $200K for 2 hours eating.
And then it had to be like he had to pay that bartender for time too. Like, this might have been a $500,000 date, depending on like the services of the chef. Cause I'm sure Drake don't eat from just anybody.
Yeah. Nah, I already know that $200K, if that's what Drake spent, it went to like staff and the food and all that shit. Like, cause you gotta think about it, if they open up that stadium, you gotta get security for the whole shit.
Facts, to make sure nobody come in.
Then cause Dodger Stadium ain't a restaurant. You gotta actually hire some niggas to come cater that situation. You know what I mean?
Then because it's in season, I'm sure you gotta hire the stadium crew to whatever they gotta do to the field after.
Bro. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. That's a rich ass nigga, bro. Hey, all I can do is just hope that I can hit like 10% of that type of shit in my lifetime, bro.
That's a fact. And so now, look, if you're Amari Bailey, how do you feel? Are you like, hey, that's what I mean, my mama dating Drake?
I would. Like, I wouldn't. Like, I seen a lot of people talking like as if that's a fucked up situation. But bro, if I'm him, I would want my mama to talk to a nigga like Drake.
See, okay, now let me say this, because I talked about this on the radio because it broke Friday. And I want to ask you. I said, me today, I agree with you. Me today, it's like, I want my mama to be happy. I'm like, yeah, go do that shit. I'm trying to get the Drake interview. So I'm trying to use this just as like, I'm gonna get a little something out of this. But see, me in high school, I don't know. I can't. I wasn't mature enough to understand about like moms dating. It was still like, that young boy feeling.
And I'm with you, but I think even then, because like when I say that, I'm looking through his young brain. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I was him, I would think like, all right, this nigga started coming around my games, and good shit started happening for me. You know what I mean? Now niggas looking at me. It ain't just about Bronny. Like niggas know who I am, and now they peeping for my game. So it's like, and obviously he was already good before Drake ever went in there. He was like a top rated prospect.
But we didn't know him. Like,
yeah, exactly. I didn't know who he was before this shit. So like that took the awareness of him as a brand to another level. And he know. Like I feel like it's different when, like, if we try to compare it to like when we was kids, because like if our mama start dating, it's most likely just some regular 9-to-5 ass nigga. You know what I mean? You like, nigga, leave my fucking mama alone, nigga. But if it was like, you know what I'm saying, a situation where this nigga started talking to your mama and your whole shit just changed, like you was in a whole nother situation, you would feel a little more okay with that. Because that nigga gotta know that his mama is attractive. Like, as much as you never want to admit that about your moms, if your mom look like that,
like she do, you gotta know. Yeah, you can't be stupid
Drake,
about it.
It's gonna be some other niggas at your mama head.
And for niggas out there, like, what y'all talking about? Like, think about your sister. Like, if you got a hot ass sister, nigga, you know niggas coming to your door. You can't do nothing about
man.
that.
It happens, man.
That's true. That is a good point. And look, you are right about this. So I want to ask you this: does that mean money cures all?
I wouldn't say that, but it helped.
Okay.
It's like the most major factor to the shit.
Because I was trying to think about like me, high school, like you said, in his thing, and like you said, how mom talked to a regular 9-to-5 dude. But if my mom like started talking to you're like the biggest CEO of like wherever we at, like big CEO, nigga, millionaires, and our whole situation changed. Is that different than the random regular dude?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like easily, you know what I mean? Especially me and my kid mind. Like adult mind, I'd be like, man, fuck that. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, good for him, but I'm too old for handouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel okay, yeah.
As a kid, like, hell yeah, bro. You would know that would immediately change everything in your situation.
That's true. That is true.
Especially as a kid, bro. Like, the only thing that ever caused you any stress was wanting what you didn't have. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. No, you absolutely.
It was always like the new shoes, the new Xbox, the new, like, you wanted something, and if you ever was feeling played, it was because you couldn't have whatever you wanted. Like, that was before our adult life stress. Like, that was all the fuck we cared about.
That's a fact. And then that helps alleviate it. No, you got a good point. And then if I'm Amari Bailey, I'm gonna pull that nigga to the side and say, hey, let me listen to the album, my nigga.
Yeah. And you, bro, you know them kind of perks come with it. Exactly. You know them kind of perks come with it.
Like, that's why I said, I wish Drake would talk to my mama, nigga. I'd get us the interview. And niggas was like, man. Oh, you trying to sell your mama? I said, no, I'm not trying to sell my mama, nigga. I want the interview, nigga. What you talking about? If my mama happy, cool. As long as this nigga not a douchebag, then I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But now I will say this. The one negative is if it ends badly and you're Amari Bailey, you going to hear your mama name in a song.
Yeah. That, and like now you got to just deal with, even if that shit don't even happen, like the whole world watching a relationship. That's like every move, which I do think that a lot of it is self-imposed. Like, I don't think it was an accident that
helicopter flew over. Fuck no. I think this is all. And see, some people are saying on Twitter that this is genuine, some based on his face. No matter what niggas say, as much as I'm a Drake fan, I'll never say that was for the rollout. This album is called Certified Lover Boy, and the nigga went go buy Dodger Stadium. Like, this is for the album. Like, this is part of the rollout we've been talking about.
Yeah, and it's working. Literally, everybody's talking about that. So, I mean, I salute him. I do think it was a level of seriousness. Like, I think he actually is talking to dude mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
I
and
actually think that's a
might,
real thing. But I
might
think the
seriously
extra,
yeah,
that's rollout.
just that he knew he was getting a date, and he was like, make sure this shit is on camera.
Yeah, facts. No,
You
I'm
know
with
what I'm saying?
Because ain't no way. Like somebody was saying, well, a helicopter would fly over anyway because they see Dodger Stadium on and it's not supposed to be. How you know that's not a cleaning? Like,
Yeah.
That's they knew what was about to happen. He knew and he wanted that to happen.
And think about it like this: like if that was like a news chopper or something, how the fuck these niggas get the clips before the actual news? You know what I mean? Like nobody had it but these little random outlets. Like somebody DM'd them the video specifically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, hey, post this. You know what I'm saying? Like
academics, post this on your page, dog. That's a fact though. No, you're absolutely right. So, but I just thought that was hilarious. We was a week early. Before we get to like some of the fuck shit in the world I want to talk to you about in our relationship topics, let's do new music. So like we said, the jump, Snow Allegra dropped. Shit is amazing, Doom. Like real talk, Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. Like we said, for the people on SoundCloud, YouTubers, y'all didn't hear it. Tyler Creator produced 2 songs, Neon Peach and In the Moment. Both are really great. Neon Peach to me is a little bit better. It's a little more up-tempo, but then Fauntleroy has a feature on this. But everything about this project, to me, and I know people are going to be like her, Jasmine Sullivan, to me, this is the best female R&B album this year. And up there for one of the best R&B overall projects of this year.
I can see that. I'm trying to think of any like
major R&B.
Buster. Yeah.
I mean, like Jasmine Sullivan.
I liked it, but I think Snow get her.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with that.
And I would expect that going in. So I don't think that's a knock at Jasmine Sullivan. Like I just think they playing at 2 different, you know what I mean?
Yep. The only other R&B projects is the Division one, which I think Snow got. Bryson, which I think Snow got. Now you may not Playboy Tory Lanez.
Yeah. See, but that's 2 different bags to me. Because I feel like what Tory do is different from like Snow Allegra type R&B.
That's
like,
a fact.
That's like real. You know what I mean? Like it's not all of the trap production.
No,
like,
there's very little. I don't think there's any trap production on Snow album. So, but I feel with you. But if we talking that, this got to be the best one. Another album, I played Vic Mensa at the start. YouTubers, his iTape project. I came on to late. He dropped it this year. I don't know if it came out like this week or anything, but there's a song Victory on it. He does a lot of real rap shit. The song with Wyclef and Chance is on it. I really like that song. I think that's the first time I heard Chance rap well in a long time. So check out iTape. That's great. Justin, the host of our Never Less Than Ill podcast, put me on this dude, Aaron Frazier. He's like this blues, 70s soul, big band, R&B type shit.
Yeah.
It's fire. It's called Introducing Aaron Frazier. Fire, bro. Fire.
But like, go check it out. Because I like that
old school shit though.
Yeah, but like that's the type of shit I'll be fucking with, bro.
Okay, because it's big band, like very bluesy, soulsy, 60s, 70s type shit. But today, that shit's great. Vince Staples dropped new rap album, and Vince singing on this.
Damn.
Like he
didn't expect that.
He was doing like the melodic. I don't want to say the mumble tune trap rap melodic type of shit because you can understand him, but he definitely jumped into. This is his version of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard though. Of course he's still rapping, but like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out because the one song you played that sounded hard. That's like hard enough for me to go and check the rest of this shit out.
You should definitely check that out. Like Vince has 10 songs on this. It's fire. So that's definitely worth checking out. So yeah, I got Vince Staples, iTape, Vic Mensa, Introducing Aaron Frazier, Snow Allegra. Those are the 4 projects that I checked out this week that are really fire. I still need to check out Charlie Day Wilson, R&B act out of Toronto. So I'll let y'all know about that next week. But other than that, it's pretty much, we got some good music, man. This is 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, man. I feel like now the outside is open, everybody dropping.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be you can hear people just been saving shit.
Yeah. And it's definitely gonna be like a release heavy back of the year. Like I think everybody unloading because they trying to tour.
And I think people are I think the people that were in the back half of the year and the people that was supposed to drop at this time, I think a lot of them are waiting. I think a lot of them are waiting for the Drake bomb to drop.
Yeah.
So I think once Drake album drops, I think we're gonna get like just a flood of shit.
Yeah. But I think like that's gonna be the mark that music is back when Drake drop.
I agree.
Because he's not gonna drop until it's like COVID has zero effect on the market no more.
That's a fact.
Like I feel like that's what he waiting on.
No, you're right about that. I agree with you.
This might be like his last, like the way he leading into this. This might be his last
album for a while.
Because I think he gearing up for the home run. Like he ain't trying to get no base hit. Like he trying to
this
big tour.
This like, seems I really like think this one gonna be R&B rap. It seems like he about to give us what we wanted for a while. And I don't know. I'm with you. If this one is that, if like this one's the one where people are like, whoa, this Drake shit classic sounding better, I think he's gonna take a break and he's gonna get in his acting directing bag.
Yeah.
Because
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And it's an easier bag, bro.
It is. You don't have to
you don't have to be on the road for half a year. You know
like look at Lil Dicky. Like Lil Dicky is a perfect example of I don't want to make any more music. I don't want to make any more albums. Shit is too stressful, but I'm gonna go make a TV show about my life and just
but what's crazy is he actually got a talent for that.
He does.
Like it's almost like that show is so good, it make me think that his rap was only something he used to get enough capital to get into this.
I said that on our movie podcast, like in season 1 when we first did this. I didn't want to say that Lil Dicky like never liked rap, but I definitely don't think he thought of rap as like his end goal. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he ever wanted to be the best rapper. I think he was like, I'm gonna do this and whatever I can to get on to what I want to do. For example, like the pod, like not this pod, like my radio show at ESPN. I don't necessarily know if I want to be ESPN radio for the rest of my life. I'm trying to just use that to get to where we trying to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and Lil Dicky's a prime example of that working.
Yeah, and that show, bro, is like way better than I thought. Like, I really thought going into it that it was gonna be just a cheesy comedy.
No,
but I wanted to watch it because there was like guest people in it that I was like interested in. Like they got fucking Sway Lee in one.
Yeah, Taco sold me. Like when I found out Taco was a main actor,
he actually like in the cast though. So he like and he's straight.
That's what blew my mind. And then your boy Andrew Schultz, the redhead dude, he's a comedian that does pods with all of them.
Yeah.
So he in there, and then but like you said, the guest, you get Sway Lee, you get Trippie Redd in season 1, like season 2. Right now, the guest stars that happen is
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep, and Kendall Jenner. Like this shit is crazy, dude. Is like
bro.
To me,
the show is actually really good.
That's the thing. To me, the best comedies out of like the later 2010s, 2020 era, like this era, would be Dave, Atlanta, and Insecure.
Yeah. And what's crazy is I think Dave might be the best out of those 3. And I hate saying that because Atlanta.
That's a hot take. I don't know. I can't say it's better than Atlanta, dog.
See, but this is the thing. I look at Dave and I'm like, yo, this is literally just the fucking white version of Atlanta, just produced way better. You know what I mean? Like the way that they put everything together is produced way better. Like, and I love Atlanta.
I love this. I didn't think we was gonna get into Atlanta versus Dave. But
I love Atlanta, bro. But Dave is like heat.
I'm clipping this. This is hot. This is hot take. I did not. Okay, so
man.
All right, let me see how I'm gonna defend Atlanta. So Dave is more about him and like. It is heat, and they do a lot of good relationship stuff. But to me, Atlanta, the way that they spoof things and the way that they have like double and triple entendres about shit that they do, to me is better. And the acting is better in Atlanta. You got Lakeith, you got Donald, you got Zazie, you got Paperboy. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, Brian Tyree Henry. Dave, you dealing with Dave Taco, the comedian I just told you about in Gator.
I do give you because like at times, like when you watch Gator, it's like, my dude, you shouldn't be acting at all, bro. Like,
don't do that to Gator
at all. I'm not, because what's crazy is I was talking to Chris about this the other day because he fucked with it too. The thing that make Gator so like likable as a character
because it's him.
You know he's playing him in real life, so you forgive the acting because you know he's not an actor.
Exactly. No, I agree.
But it'd be funny. Like it worked in a comedic way. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree 100%. Because to me, Gator, my two favorite people in Dave is Gator and Mike, the manager.
Yeah. See, but man, that nigga Lil Dicky is a funny
he a clown,
bro.
For sure.
He is a funny motherfucker.
For sure.
That episode, I don't know if you watching the new season or not.
I am. I'm on. I watch them all.
The episode, I think it might have been the second one with Benny Blanco.
But it was doing all that ass eating shit.
Bro, them niggas are wild. Like, they pushed the envelope on what I thought was gonna be happening on an FX show.
Oh no,
you know
but see, I can't say that because I can't say that because they do push the envelope, but I don't think they're able to do it if Atlanta didn't do what they did. Because Atlanta pushed the envelope. That conversation, I'll never forget the episode where they was in prison. They was talking to the gay man about him getting fucked in prison.
Yeah, bro. See, but you absolutely right on that, because I will give Atlanta the credit is they opened the door. Like, I think with no Atlanta, there is no Dave.
There's no Dave for sure.
Or Dave just looks completely different as a show.
It looks more like It's Always Sunny, maybe. Because It's Always Sunny pushed the boundaries, but It's Always Sunny is basically Seinfeld, but just crazier shit.
Yeah,
Atlanta
but
and Dave
that's
is
like in
different.
a different bag. Yeah, that's a different bag of whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
But Atlanta and Dave, that's like a whole separate genre to me.
They're funny, but they're almost like, you know how Wolf of Wall Street niggas say it's funny, but it's a serious, like it's almost, they take it serious.
Yeah.
That's how Atlanta and Dave to me are. Like, it's funny, like it's super hilarious, but like,
yeah,
I don't look at it like I look at Seinfeld. I don't look at it like I look at Parks and Rec.
That's
or even
exactly
Martin.
why I enjoy that better, because I feel like when you watch shows like Seinfeld and Martin and those type of comedies,
you know what you're getting.
The jokes are like so compressed that you got to force the jokes at certain points, and it's
That's
not
a fact.
Like, I feel like when you watching Atlanta or Dave, you watching like a real movie, like a real drama. But
and funny enough, season 2, let me see if you see this. Season 2, you could tell they got more money.
For sure.
It looks so much better.
Yeah,
like, it looks crazy. Sure. Like, episode 1 felt like a fucking thriller movie. I was like, oh my gosh, please get out of Korea with the weed in your sock.
Yeah, bro. Like, they really stepped their shit up. And I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. That might be my favorite show out right now. Which, granted, I don't watch too many shows, but that speak to how much I like it, because I've been keeping up with it.
It's the best show out on television right now, for sure. I can't think of anything. And you know, I reviewed this. I can't think of the last show that I really loved like this was Mayor of Easttown, but that's like a murder mystery. In terms of comedy, I've been waiting for this. Like, there's no comedy out right now that is better than Dave or that gives me this type of feeling. Like, people talk about Schitt's Creek and all this other shit. I'm like, that shit's ass. Get out of here. Like, I've just been rewatching old comedies. Like, me and my girl just ran through all the Insecure. I fuck with Insecure heavy, but I don't know if it's on Atlanta or Dave's. You know, but black women fans gonna be like, you niggas wrong for that.
Yeah, bro. I think what's happening is these fucking TV networks, they finally learning how to play the streaming game. And so now the shit that was so trash for the longest was like these Netflix originals.
Oh,
like,
horrible.
They started out really good, bro, but like now they just trying to do too much, and they don't have as much of a budget as if like FX focus on one show. You know what I mean? Pour all the money into Dave, and now you got this shit that look good, the writing good.
That's a fact.
You got the right cast of niggas to make it funny. You know
like,
what I mean?
Netflix is not on par with Hulu, HBO Max, and Amazon and streaming services. It's just not. Like, they used to be. They used to be, but then like they lost Marvel, they lost their the things that give them money, and now it's like, what you really go to Netflix to watch besides old shit or shit that's not theirs? Like, do you go to Netflix to watch anything that's like a Netflix original besides like Ozark? Narcos is over. Like, the last Netflix show that I was into like that was Narcos.
Same. I still need to go and watch like the after.
Oh, the
like,
Mexico one?
Pablo. Yeah.
That
I never saw that
hard.
one.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to go watch that.
It's
a lot
different
of people told
too.
me it was hard.
Because he moved different. I fuck with it because he's actually like, Pablo is gangster, but like, no, this nigga is the Mexico nigga is gangster.
I'm gonna have to go watch it, bro.
And then the fact that you see fucking El Chapo in this shit, it's like, no, these niggas really gangster.
Yeah. You making me want to watch it because I fuck with shit like that, bro. That's my bag. Like, when it comes to TV shows, like, if you got some shit where niggas is really like, I'm talking Kingpin moving drugs, like not Power where they just selling little dimes on the corner.
Have you ever watched The Wire?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like throwback.
That
you know
is.
what I mean?
That shit hard too, though.
But that's one of the hardest shows ever made. Like,
to me, that's the greatest one. Like, I put it over The Sopranos. To me, it's that and The Sopranos. And I definitely put them two over Breaking Bad. And I know niggas will be like, ugh.
See, that's where it get tricky for me, because I will debate certain sides for Breaking Bad, because I love that show, bro.
I love it.
It's hard to pick between that and The Wire.
See, I like the characters more in The Wire with me.
Yeah. See, me, I like Breaking Bad just because it's like, it's wild how that dude was just thrown into that. Like, he didn't even want to
fish out of water. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he just turned into the biggest dope dealer in the world. Like, this nigga's crazy.
That scene where he's Heisenberg and his wife is like, I was worried about you, blah, 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 blah. He's like, no, bitch, you should be worried about me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, bro. He was a savage, bro. He was a savage.
If he felt like he wanted to tell her that the whole fucking time.
Yep.
Because I hate Skylar, bro. She sucked. But crazy we went on that topic. So Doom is Dave over Atlanta. I'm Atlanta over Dave. Y'all let us know in the comments which one you rocking with. Dave, Atlanta. You can rock with both, but which one you think is better? I'm definitely clipping that because I did not expect us to go on that detour. I fuck with that. Doom chose and you out of anybody, I wouldn't have expected you specifically to be Dave over Atlanta.
It really hurt me to say that it's Dave because I want to support the black creator.
That's why I didn't. That's why I was because Atlanta just do black shit so well. That's why I was just like,
and that's what put a lot of value on Atlanta. But I think what happened is Atlanta kind of like showed the mold on how to do whatever they doing, and then Dave came and did it better, like with more money, more.
See, now you're gonna make me. Now when I finish this season, I'm just gonna be trying to see like how it is compared to season 2 of Atlanta. Because Donald Glover already came out and said season 3 of Atlanta and season 4 are gonna be the only 2 shows that can compare to it are The Sopranos and The Wire with how good it is. I was like, whoa, nigga, that's something you just tweet.
Bold. That's bold right there, bro.
It's on Twitter still. That nigga tweeted that. He was like, the only one that gonna be able to fuck with us is The Sopranos or The Wire.
I'm gonna be watching because I really do. I do know that if they come back, same way how you said from Dave, like season 1 and season 2, they made like a jump in budget. Like niggas know that when they announce Atlanta season is dropping,
it should be
everybody
huge.
Gonna be waiting. So
not even
I think the budget is crazy now.
Not even just that, because you're absolutely right about that. All the success it has, the budget should be crazy. But what makes the budget even crazier to me is you got Lakeith Stanfield, who's an Oscar actor now. When you had him, he wasn't.
Right.
Brian Tyree Henry is one of the biggest actors out. Donald Glover just got a first look deal with Amazon and is like the biggest black creator that's not Will Smith or Denzel. And then you got Zazie Beetz, who's one of the hottest actresses, and they're lucky they have this cast. So they gotta, because there's no other way you get this cast. Unless you get them when you get them.
That's why I respect Gambino, is because like just as a
coach, getting all of that,
he wear a lot of hats, bro. I think people give him credit that like they don't give him credit for how brilliant he is, because it wasn't on accident that he found them niggas and then took a long break.
That's true. Because he knew
he literally like planted a seed and he was like, I'm gonna make this show be just big enough to get eyes on these niggas. Then we're gonna just let them go do their own thing. Because let them build their brands.
It's crazy how big they've got. Like this, it really reminds me of The Wire, how The Wire had, but see, I think this is bigger than The Wire because Idris Elba got big. Nobody else really got big. Like this show, everybody got big. The only other show I can think of is better than Game of Thrones with that, because I don't see none of the other Game of Thrones niggas getting stuff. It's got to be like Breaking Bad, how Jesse blew up, how Walter blew up, how Giancarlo Esposito, Los Polos Locos, he blew up, and Jesse Plemons, the redhead friend, he blew up.
Yep.
So it's literally that entire cast of Atlanta is now huge.
But what's crazy is like Gambino played it so smart because he not just in the movie world. Nigga was dropping albums. Nigga was working on comedy and shit.
And you get Migos you get anybody you want to come drop songs on your shit and help you compose it. Like it's crazy.
And look, he really like he did the first couple seasons, planted the seed. Then he was like, nah, I'm gonna just run off on him, work with some music, do all this, let the whole cast run their brand up.
So now
And
when we
now
come back,
they got a A-list fucking cast.
They do.
You know what I mean?
I can't think of another show like that. I really can't. That's how maybe The Office, like it's that big, which is crazy, where everyone's an A-list movie actor.
Yeah, that's hard, bro.
Yeah, and super hard. But all right, let's get into some of the fuck shit in the world. Rachel Nichols, what'd you think? What'd you think about it?
I think niggas overreacting, man. I know that's a hot take, but I think niggas overreacting, bro. I just gotta keep it a beam, man. And
I respect it. I respect it. That's why I got you on here.
I feel like I already said Dave was better than the Black show. And now I'm like, I swear to God, I'm still with my niggas. You know what I mean? But I just got to keep it a beam, bro. Like, I'm as pro-Black as it come. But Rachel Nichols, I don't think what she said was necessarily racist. She was just pointing out that whoever made decisions within ESPN in the past, they built up a reputation to look like that. And all she was saying was, I understand that. I understand, but you can't just put somebody Black in my spot just because of that. Like, I ain't about to take the L because y'all made some bad decisions in the past.
See, I agree with you with everything you just said. This is the only issue I have with Rachel Nichols, because I agree. If that's me, I don't want nobody taking my show. Like, if I'm Rachel Nichols, I work my ass off of this. Like, I don't want nobody taking my show, period. Man, female. The issue is that I have with her is the fact that she assumed that ESPN gave Maria Taylor her job because she's Black. That's the only issue. That's the only issue.
See, but I don't think it's that. I just think that when you work in a career field like that, like, they'll have people who you know from day one is talented as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you just got to pay your dues, and you know the proper timeline that it take for people to reach that shit. That's like if you go into your job and they promote a nigga to CEO on the first day, like, it don't happen like that. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true. That's true too.
I think what she was saying was, like, I get that you trying to fix the image of ESPN, just don't do it at the cost of me. Yeah, don't do it with my spot.
The issue really, the people, the person the people really should be mad at is ESPN. That's a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
It's ESPN like, issue.
Nobody had a problem with Rachel Nichols before that. Like, I seen a bunch of people come out and like, yo, Rachel Nichols is trash. And honestly, I do think I'm sorry, I can't even remember her name right now, but I do think the Black
Maria
chick,
Taylor.
Yeah, she's actually more talented than Rachel Nichols.
That's a
but
fact.
I just, if I'm Rachel Nichols, I don't think like, yo, I've been in this spot for X amount of years, and I've been running the show just fine. Ratings been good, everything been straight. You can't just replace me because y'all trying to fix the image. You know what I mean?
But okay, but then I'm gonna be on the side of, if I'm Maria Taylor, shit, I'm talented, like, and I feel this because I'm preaching from people who are just talented at what they do. Like, I'm talented, like, give me my shot. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you're not gonna say this because I'm Black. No, I'm getting this shot because I'm talented. Like, I don't want to hear about this pay dues thing. Like, if I'm better than Rachel Nichols, I deserve the spot. And that's just me talking from Maria Taylor perspective.
And honestly, I do think that she will have the spot. You know what I mean? I think somebody who can talk about the game from the actual standpoint of somebody who used to play is valuable. But the reason they put Rachel Nichols there is because she's the one that went to school in like journalism and shit. She knows how to talk in that certain way. I
think Maria Taylor did too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now you get Maria Taylor
who does
has
both. Yeah.
So it's really no, like, Rachel Nichols, your time is running out regardless of whether it's Black or not. You know what I mean? Because once she get the point where she can like prove like, yo, I can do this, they gonna put her in that spot regardless of what the fuck you think they doing it for.
That's
you know what I mean? Because they know we want to see it. Like, I know, bro, like, I be watching like Kendrick Perkins talk on ESPN, and you could tell the white people on the panels be like, yo, this is a nigga ass nigga. But they gotta have people like that because, one, he know how it work in the league. He ain't that far removed. Like, he was just playing a few years ago.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? He know a lot of these guys personally, and he could speak about it from a perspective that's way more interesting than hearing, you know, Marv Albert talk about basketball. You know,
even though Kendrick Perkins be wrong as fuck.
He do.
But you right. No, you right about that.
He an entertaining dude, bro.
Well, dude, you might have talked me out of the Rachel Nichols smoke. You might have talked me out of it. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Is Doom right?
Bro, I'm telling
Is
you,
Twitter right?
at least she might have been wild, but I don't think she's racist. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, facts, big facts. She might have been wild for how she like my point, but you are right. I don't think she racist at all.
Yeah.
Don't see it.
That wasn't enough for them to like go on Twitter killing her, because they was at her head, bro, for days.
Bad, bro.
It was days, my nigga.
Yeah, no, it was real bad. So I got these two topics. I want to see how you feel about them. And this first one, a study was released by Axios, the people who do a bunch of stats and research politics and whatnot. 2/3 of American churches delivered overtly political sermons or messages in the run-up of the 2020 elections, according to a Pew Research Center analysis of sermons online. It's the most it's ever been. It was huge. 2/3 of all American churches. And someone said, oh, if they want to talk about politics in our church no more, they should tax them. How you feel about that?
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't think there's a place for that shit
not in religion.
I think it's really dangerous because
you play with people's emotion. Like,
yeah, bro. And it's like not even that. It's like I think a lot of people that are like hardcore religious, like
believe whatever they say.
Yeah, bro. Like when you dealing with a pastor, like a churchgoer looks at that person as like what they say is law.
Mm-hmm.
So if that person get on the stage talking about God said that you should vote for XYZ, guess what the motherfuckers gonna do in the
They
gonna
do it though. They will do it.
And that's dangerous as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because where does the line stop if you don't tell them that they can't do that kind of shit? Like, then we'll see politicians paying pastors to go in church. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, wait. That happens, dude. That happens already.
That's fucking crazy though. Like
that I can tell you. I'm not gonna tell you who, bro. But I know for a fact because I've been around people campaigning for elections. I've seen other people's campaigns. I studied that in political science. That's why when you see white politicians going to the black church, they're trying to get the black vote.
Yeah,
break off the pastor a little bit.
Yeah, and that's fucking crazy, bro. Because you gotta think like, especially when we talking about like these pastors that do these mega churches.
Oh, Joel Osteen and them.
Like, bro, could you picture if Joel just stood there in front of 30,000 people and told them to vote for somebody? That's 30,000 votes.
That's why they always trying to donate. That's why you always see big donations to Osteen or TD Jakes in Atlanta. Like the Atlanta mayor has donated to TD Jakes. Like they know they got to go talk to these people because if not, the other people will, and you lose 30,000. And I'm with you, and that's why it should be taxed. Like to me, in church, there's no place for politics. Like to me, you can't go to church and say God said. You don't know what the fuck God said. Like you are an interpreter of this book. Interpret the book and read the word. Anything outside the word, you cannot assume because you're not fucking God. Like what are we talking about?
Well, but that's the thing is like to these churchgoers.
Oh, they believe that.
They buy into it.
Facts. No, I'm not arguing that.
Like, and that's why, bro, like the older I get, I'm not saying that I'm not like a believer or anything, but I separate myself from religion for reasons like that. It hurts my
soul. Like I'm with you. I'm there with you. Like be my girl. Like how can I go to church when I know that they just replaced somebody who was raping kids? Like how can I go to church with the shit you talking about? Y'all more concerned about collections than like what? How can I do it? Like how? I don't know.
It's crazy because anything that like promotes herd thinking, like where everybody just on this one, and if you question anything,
we the outcasts in this conversation.
You done. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
That's what's crazy because it's like, and I'm not, bro, because I really do. I believe in God. I do, but I just don't like.
I do too.
I don't like
organized religion,
church, especially when they tell you like you have to think this because I said so, and if you question it, then you're not of God.
That's the issue.
That shouldn't be within anything, like not just religion. I'm not even talking about being religious. I'm talking
all
about
groups
like,
and shit like that.
Right, just in society, like anything that tells you like, oh, this is the way it is, and you can't even question why it is like that. Bro, that shit is dangerous. Run from that.
No, 100%. You know what I mean? I'm with you 100%. And I think that's why you said how we questioned. I think that's why our generation is the least closest to the church it's been in forever.
Yeah, man. Because I think a lot of people is like, we starting to get smart enough to realize like,
to
yo,
ask questions, and they don't have the answer to them questions.
Yeah, especially when you start to realize that the shit that they did say they had the answer to, it ain't really what they were saying. You know what I mean? Like you start to realize like, yo, maybe gay niggas ain't so bad. You know what I mean?
Like,
maybe like, come on, man. Why we killing gay people? Like they can. What about that is God like? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Like God say love you. Like every time you point out different things, they always they don't have nothing to say. And then what kills me is if God forgives all our sins, and y'all saying I'm going to hell because I'm masturbating. Well, what's going on?
yeah. Come on, man. We going to hell for that.
Yeah,
these niggas is
dude, we out of here.
Yeah.
Dude, we are out of here. Like it's either that or the sex before marriage that's getting us all the way out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Shit, not even sex before marriage. The shit we was talking about last week. You can't even live in the same place without being married.
Out of here.
Even if somehow you was not beaten at night, you still going to fucking hell, my nigga. Can't do shit. These niggas be wilding, bro.
Yeah, I don't believe that's how it works. So I'm with you on that.
Definitely not how it works, bro.
But I just thought that stat was crazy. 2/3 of all American church. That's crazy. Just wanted to bring that up. The next thing I want to bring up to you is I'm gonna read you this story. An enraged British mom was sentenced to life in prison for killing her husband with a boiling mixture of water and sugar after she was told he had sexually assaulted her two children. Prosecutors say Karina Smith near. Well, I'm not gonna say where she's from. Just Karina Smith. It's reported near Liverpool. Poured the heated liquid over Michael Baines, 80 years old, as he slept in the bed last year. He suffered burns over 1/3 of his body and died weeks later from injuries. Prosecutors told that the sugar made the liquid more viscous, stickier, and it stays on the skin, causing greater damage. Smith reportedly living and fuming at the news of her spouse getting alleged predatory behavior, mixed 2 kettles of water with 3 bags of sugar before hitting that man in the bed. I don't think she should be in jail. I'm gonna be honest. If that nigga did that to her kids, get him out of here.
That shit is crazy because like it's one of those things where you look at it and you be like, if you remove why she did it and just look at what she did, you be like, yo, put her in jail. But when you find out the reason, you like, yo, it's warranted. Like
she shouldn't spend the rest of her life in jail for that, man. She really shouldn't. She was saving her kids from future attacks.
Yeah, she just did too much. You at least gotta like call the laws and let them know and see if they're gonna take some action. Then if they don't put this nigga in jail, then you go to that. Like it should have been a little bit of thought that went.
She was watching Medea that night, bro. And she said, "Fuck out of here, nigga."
Must have been. I understand though, bro. That's crazy, man. Like anything like that, I'm not judging anybody. It's like I don't care what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, think about if you the mom and your husband, these kids' dad, do that to them. This nigga don't have no remorse, no love in his heart.
And especially, bro, like as a parent, it's your job to protect your kids.
Exactly. And she felt like she couldn't do that.
Yeah. So when you that feeling hit you, hey, whatever reaction come from that, bro, that nigga deserved it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. So shout out to Karina Smith. Free Karina.
Free Karina, bro.
Yeah, we out here. Free Karina Smith, shit. Man. And then the final thing I got for you is because I was seeing this a lot on the timeline. I've been hearing this a lot in real life. Can exes be friends?
Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. I think they can.
Okay.
It's just you shouldn't if you in a new relationship.
See, okay, so my thing is this. So if y'all become friends and you get in a new relationship,
I just think
how does the new relationship accept that?
It would have to be one of them things, bro, where you would have to communicate that like ASAP as soon as the shit started and be like, look,
she got a boyfriend or whatever, or she looking for other niggas. Cool, she don't want me. We just friends.
Now, when your new situation say, I ain't rocking, like you really got no choice but to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say nothing.
Cause I don't like, at least for me, bro. Like if I was in a relationship and my girl told me that it was like important for her to still talk to her ex, yo, I'm out. Like, I'm out.
I'm out as well.
And then she would have to respect that as well. The same way I said, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and same for our others. Like if we came out and said like, yo, I'm still friends, man, I gotta talk to her, I expect her to have the same reaction.
Yeah, because I feel like, especially when you're dealing with mature people, it's very possible for people to break up and it not be no
situation for sure.
Super fucking fucked up, like we bitter and we hate each other guts. Like, bro, it just happened when you like, yo, at the spots we each at in our life, it's just not time right now. Might start looking like it's lining up. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we ain't even taking them kind of risks.
Yeah, and look, this is how I am with it. Like with all my exes, don't hate any of them. All of them are unblocked. If you become my ex, I block you for a little bit just because I don't want to see anything until we get over that hurt. And then once that hurt's over, unblock, everything's cool. But I'm not going to go out my way to talk to y'all. I'm not going to go out my way to say anything to y'all because I want y'all to be happy. But as for like us being more than just like cordial human beings with respect for one another as human beings, I'm not going to really go too much more than that. Now, if you talk to me, I'll say something back. I'll be friendly. But as for like, oh, let's go get some coffee, I don't really need to do all that.
Yeah, because there's really no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
it's just going to be hurtful for one of the other people.
I've had situations. Yeah, man. Because I done had situations where like I said, it got cut off and it wasn't like no super beefed out situation. And like, we might message each other like every 6 months, like, hey, you been all right? That type of shit. Like, and I think that's like cool. And that's where it should stop. Like if you in a new situation.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like anything outside of that, like if y'all talking every day,
that's
y'all
too
hanging
much.
Out places, y'all like go and eat together and shit. Like you doing
without your girl too.
Yeah, you can't do that kind of shit, bro.
Because there's no way okay, people may say we're toxic for this, but to me, I feel like and granted, I could be wrong, but to me, I feel like if you had a deep enough connection with somebody and y'all in amicably, like you said, where there's no beef, there's no way that conversations don't start and you don't feel some sort of them same emotions. There's no way, especially if there's no beef. Now, if there's beef, I understand. But if there's no beef and like y'all hang out every day, y'all talk every day, there's no way some of them feelings don't come back. No way.
Well, see, that's what I was saying. I don't think the feelings ever leave.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I do, I think, bro, because it's like people, you know what I'm saying? Even if you look at your girlfriend from like high school, my nigga, like you still gonna look at that the same way you did when that was your girl. You know what I mean? Like you always think about her as your girl.
It's hard to avoid it.
Like, even if that's not like what you identify her as, you know what I mean? Like in your brain, just some involuntary shit gonna bring back them memories.
Exactly. And like y'all could be sitting there, she say something that make you think of when y'all used to joke and like it's and that just flare up some old shit. So like, I don't know, man. That shit is crazy.
And I don't get insecure for somebody to think that, you know what I mean? To think like, yo, I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's doing that.
No, I agree. I agree with you. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it. All right, dude, man, we held it down this week. When we get back and later in the pod, we got Bros Who Ball. And Doom, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
At Lil Doom, SJE, Instagram and Twitter, man. Y'all check out my SoundCloud. I'm gonna be dropping some stuff Spotify real soon, man.
Make sure y'all go check out Doom SoundCloud and Spotify. Go stream the music. Mine is still out. Super hard. Make sure y'all go follow him. And with that being said, let's get into the song of the week. This episode of the Bros Who Think podcast was brought to you by the law offices of Lucretia Picante. If you need a lawyer, if you have not been paying your child support, if you got baby mama drama, whatever it may be, she can help you. You've been injured in a car accident? Call Lucretia. You got your baby mama not showing you your kids on the weekend? Call Lucretia. Whatever it may be, you need a divorce from your wife? Call Lucretia. Look, you can find the law office of Lucretia Picante at 124 West Washington Street, New Iberia, Louisiana, 70560, or you can call the number 337-374-1202. Again, any of your marital dispute issues, child support needs, baby mama drama, call Lucretia. But with that being said, let's get back to the song of the week. I don't need
nothing to do. I feel these feelings should have faded. I thought we were in love, but apparently I was jaded. I wish that you would have stated that your life was so dictated, then I probably have waited, but now I'm hurting, hating. Well, not hating, but a little bitter. Okay, a lot of bitter. And don't judge, but I hope you cry a river. Wait, forgive me, that's the anger speaking. And since we ain't been speaking, I done my fair share of creeping and Instagram lurking. And it seems that life is working fairly well for you. Moved on to another boo, exactly like I thought you do. See, I told you you'd do fine without me. Tried not to play the fool, but I admit you got me. And now these feelings got me. Feeling ways that I'm ashamed to say I felt. Poured all out on the track, but venting doesn't help. Gave you everything I had left, and all I got in return is a bridge that's burned. Trapped on the island, but hey, lesson learned. That I trust too fast, that I love too fast. I was bound to crash, cause I'm no brakes, all gas. But I believe this. I believe that there's that I trust too fast, that I love too fast. I was bound to crash, cause I'm no brakes, all gas. But I believe this. I believe that. She said, Ed, you're not the only one that's hurt, but I'm the only one that's still holding on, so how does that work? Wait, don't answer that. I came to the conclusion that you never loved me at all, and since you left, the only time that you call is occasionally a holiday or birthday. Maybe one day you realize what you threw away and see that you took away the last of love I had left, and left a void that turned into a black hole that left me heartbroken, swallowed me whole. Now resentment's growing out of control and taking its toll. Plus we're playing shouldas and couldas, so really getting old. Feel like I'm growing colder and colder with every moment. Saying time can fix my heart, but tell me what woman is going to want it. That I trust too fast, that I love too fast. I was bound to crash, cause I'm no brakes, all gas. But I believe this. I believe that there's that I trust too fast, that I love too fast. I was bound to crash, cause I'm no brakes, all gas. But I believe this. I believe that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the song of the week. It's time for that segment of the podcast called Bros Who Ball. And my guys are back. I was alone last week. Justin is back and Schubert. Let me introduce them before I tell y'all what just happened to me. It's that important that I'm going to say it on the podcast because the shit was crazy. But joining me as always, Mr. Adam Schubert. Welcome back from vacation. How was Mexico? Even though I should have asked you this on Bros Who Binge. I think I might have. But just for the Bros Who Think audience who didn't see you last week, how was Mexico?
It was hot.
That's all you got for the people? It was hot.
It was pretty cool, man. Like, it's definitely a pretty easy trip to make right now in like the post-pandemic era. You know, you just go down there. Once you get down there, take a test, and then you come back. I mean, so it's a pretty easy deal to do. They're making a lot of really good deals right now, so people should check it out because, like, hey, go to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. It may not be, you know, the Taj, you know, may not be the Taj Mahal of resorts, but I mean, like, you can go to a fairly nice resort for pretty cheap. You just got to figure out your flight situation.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check into that. Schubert
baller right there, man.
He said it was cheap. I don't think Schubert.
Well, I mean, it's not like expensive. It's like you know, usually a trip like that, but you're probably pushing like 900.
Yeah.
On the low end, but I mean, like that.
Like 1,000. It's more towards like 2 and 3.
I'm saying, like, this resort for 2 people to stay for, well, I think I stayed for 3 or 4 days was like $550. Nothing.
What it hit you at was the plane ride, but that's not bad. The plane was what got you, but the $550, that ain't bad though.
Then, like, the place that I went to opened up on February 2020, so like they opened up right before. Oh yeah, they had pandemic.
They trying to get people to come in.
So they're trying to get people to come in there and talk about
money.
it.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
she had found that spot because like TikTokers were going there and posting about it. Like they were just trying to get people to come out there and get clout. So
okay, I'm gonna check out 550. That's not bad. Justin, how you doing today, sir? Long time no see. Glad you're back. You've been writing some draft articles on tradesandlays.com. I saw the Cam Thomas one. Really fucked with that one. You put some others out. I think like Terrence, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's really all I've been on, really. Just
and you've been coaching.
Life,
don't lie to people.
Like I said, man, I just been on this hoop thing, man. Just everything.
I see you training the young ballers on UC Berkeley swag. I see.
Hey, man. Like I said, I'm just all into it right now. Trying to get it, man. Grinding. You know how it is.
Grind time, 100. So let me tell the audience before we get into sports, because it's on my mind. I wish this would have happened earlier so I could have told Doom this crazy shit. But so I'm sitting in my house waiting for Schubert to be ready and finish watching Love Island so he could come by.
Priorities.
And so while I'm waiting on Schubert, all I hear is a woman scream and a man yell. But I know because my new house is in a pretty nice area. Like my street is a pretty nice area. But behind my house and behind my fence is some trashy apartments. Super trash. And I'm not going to lie, they had some less desirable characters there. And them characters was rolling, bro. And so I go peek outside my window like a nosy Nelly. And all of a sudden, I see 6 to 7 police cars. Nothing but the cops with the flashlights looking inside the people house for who knows what. Had the man hemmed up on the car.
You know what it was.
The woman was screaming. I think they put some kids in the car. I think he either hit that woman or he had some drugs. One of the two. And he had no weed. Dude looked like a meth head or like some crack fiend or maybe even heroin. Don't know. But the funny part of the story is dude was handcuffed. They unhandcuff him to say, like, are you going to cooperate? We want you to, like, calm down, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, I'm going to calm down. They take him out. He's like, I'm not calming down. Fuck you, pigs. Fuck the pigs. And he's trying to push him. He's trying to get bucked. One cop hit him. No. Pow! Popped his ass. Got him. His whole face was, pow! Rocked him. He calmed down then. They put his ass in the car. It was over with.
Ow.
What?
That's just wild.
Yeah, you really witnessed all that?
Justin, I swear to you, I was FaceTiming Curse. Like, she was like, I want to see. So I walked outside and I was FaceTiming. The cop sees me and him make eye contact. He points to go back into your house, and then I just go look through my blinds.
Yeah, you just went right back inside. No comment. All right, officer.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. It was just like brief. Like we made eye contact. And he just pointed. He didn't even say anything. He didn't say go in your house. He just pointed. So like before anyone else could see me, and I was just like, all right, I'm out. Peace. Got his ass. Boy, he got rocked. That was some cop shit. But, this is a segment of the podcast called Bros Who Ball. Just wanted to tell the people a funny story. All right, let's get into it. Well, before we get into NBA Finals, let me shout out Novak Djokovic. Ties Rafael Nadal, ties Roger Federer with 20 Grand Slam titles, the most in all of tennis, but he's continuing historic run because he's on a historic run. Not only did he break that record, he now has one tournament to go to complete the calendar year Grand Slam. Now, some people say the calendar year Grand Slam should include the Olympics because whenever it comes in, it should count, but Djokovic is saying he might not risk his U.S. Open titles for the Olympics. He doesn't really care about that. He's won gold before, so we'll see. So I'm just saying the calendar year Grand Slam is winning all 4. He has one left to go, the U.S. Open. So shout out to Djokovic, the greatest tennis player of all time. That's crazy. We can say in our lives, we've seen the greatest football player of all time, the greatest golfer of all time, 2 of the greatest tennis, 3, Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, and then you could say Serena Williams. We've seen four of the greatest tennis players of all time, legitimately
the best gymnast of all time.
The best gymnast of all time. Like, it's crazy when I
the best swimmer of all time.
The best and the best track runner of all time.
Yeah. Best shooter of all time too.
I was getting to the basketball. The best shooter, the best all-around player. We've seen a lot of best in our lifetime, and it's crazy because, just to comment on Simone Biles, they legit score her differently than everybody else. Because if they scored her like everybody else, they said they wouldn't have a chance in hell at beating her. They say it would be like they wouldn't even. There's no point in even showing up. Because if she just accomplishes one of her crazy ass tricks, there's no girl who can come close to those points. That blew my mind when I found that out.
I mean, there's moves named after her.
That's true. Yeah. Crazy, bro.
She's the only one who can do them.
Crazy.
It's wild.
And then we saw Floyd. I'm not gonna say Floyd's the greatest boxer of all time, but he did go 50-0. You know, seen a lot of greats. And speaking of fights, my man lost last night, bro. I was
people.
I'm gonna be honest. I was sad.
Fights again, man.
I paid. And Schubert, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I haven't been paying for fights. I paid for this one. The first one I paid for in like a year and a half. Paid for this one. Look, okay. Sean O'Malley was a great fight. That's my new favorite fighter. Shout out to Sean O'Malley. Bros who think rock.
But you could have got all that for free on ESPN. Could you have not?
No,
it wasn't everything but McGregor on ESPN for free.
No. Everything but the main card, which was 6 fights or 5 fights. Like I would have missed the Sean O'Malley fight. That's what you paid for. You paid for 5 to 6 fights. So yeah, Sean O'Malley beat that dude's ass. But I gotta say, Matinho, dude was just taking punches. Like Sean O'Malley was right, left, uppercut, spinning elbow, knee to the face. And dude just kept, it was literally like this. And then he would just, at one point, the ref was like, bruh, your head just he had to stop the fight. It was too much. Then Greg Hardy got his ass beat. Dude drank out a shoe after. Good for Greg Hardy, man. I don't like seeing Greg Hardy win. I'm going to be honest. Dude beat a woman. Now he UFC fighting, capitalizing off of that. Fuck you, Greg Hardy. I don't want no smoke, though. Because you could definitely kick my ass. And then the final fight, Dustin Poirier, Lafayette's own versus Conor McGregor. And people called me a traitor. You know why? Because I was pulling for Conor McGregor. And my guy broke his tibia and fibula. Yikes. People saying Dustin might have won without that. I don't know. Maybe. Dustin was winning that round, but I don't know if I could say he would have won the fight. Did any of you guys see the fight? If not, I'm just gonna say a couple more things and then just finish it.
I didn't watch it, but I mean, if it is what people are saying, and he hurt, and like he originally broke it on the kick, and then
I don't think he broke it on the check.
Well, I mean, like it could have like started up, but I mean, like if he initially like started the break, cracked it on the kick, then he was gonna lose that fight.
I'm gonna say this. Dustin was winning, but there was a point when Conor had him in the guillotine, and Dustin even said he was nervous in that. But people in TikTok went going like zooming on the cameras, and this is what Conor was calling for. He said the refs didn't call it, and they should have stood him up or take points off from Dustin. Dustin's feet were inside of the like you're not supposed to grab onto the feet like the cage with your toes while someone's wrestling you, because it gives them like ability to push up to stop like you from finishing the choke. So they said that happened too. So I just want to give McGregor all of his like passes before I say congratulations, Dustin. Go beat the Brazilian, become the champion. And then when McGregor comes back, make the biggest payday and whip his ass. Like, see me, if I'm Dustin, I don't want this victory. I want to whip his ass. Like, if you really want to whip his ass. I don't want the final win to be like I won on a technicality.
Of course.
I mean, you won because the dude broke his leg.
Especially because dude was talking shit about his girl. He was like, your girl was in my DMs. She coming to the after party. And the crazy thing is, she was in his DMs. If I'm Dustin, I'm hurt, bro. I'm hurt. See, I don't know if that's true, but my friend said they saw the DMs, Conor leaked them. That's terrible.
I understand, man, how you go against the Lafayette guy to London. Come on, man.
I pull for Dustin.
In the hometown.
But Conor's my favorite fighter. That's like if they had a hometown Lafayette dude in the NBA and we'd all pull for him, but he went against Steph for like Steph's final run to the NBA finals. And you was like, I want to see the Lafayette guy win, but
my boy Steph.
But Steph's your favorite player.
No, I'm going for Lafayette guy.
You lying. You're lying to the camera. You know you lying. Schubert knows you lying. I know you lying. And anybody who's listened to you talk on this pod about your love for Steph Curry, they know you're lying. But that's okay. I'll accept you going for the Lafayette guy.
Hometown.
Now, one thing, I was listening to a podcast this week about, well, it was a Bachelorette podcast, but they had Seth Curry's wife on there. And they watch Love Island. So that makes me assume that Seth and Steph both watch Love Island. So if you're a true Steph Curry fan, you got to watch Love Island.
So I know Schubert watches that.
Oh, I watch Love Island too. Justin, me and Schubert watch the most trash of television. You'd be disgusted if you found out what we watch.
How about Dave?
Oh yeah, definitely watch Dave. We're reviewing Dave. I'll say this to y'all. Even though I know this isn't basketball, I promise we're going to get to it, but it ties into something earlier. I want to ask y'all and I'm posting this clip on the internet. Doom's going to have to live with it. Doom made the hot take today of saying Dave is better than Atlanta. And I was like, whoa.
Atlanta, I've never seen Atlanta before.
You never saw Atlanta before, Justin?
No.
Well, if you like Dave.
If you like Dave, you like Atlanta. Similar show.
I gotta check out Atlanta then.
Yeah, it's fine.
I love Dave.
Schubert, do you think Dave is better than Atlanta?
No.
I don't think so either. Justin was like,
Atlanta's that good?
Atlanta's that good. Atlanta's really good. Doom was like, Dave is the more sophisticated version of Atlanta. Or like the more well-produced. I was like, what are you talking about, Doom? And I was like, bro.
Hulu?
Huh?
Yeah.
Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I think so.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Atlanta legit has an all-star cast now. When they come back for season 3, they're going to have the best cast ever. You got Lakeith, Donald, Zazie Beetz, and Brian Tyree Henry. That's better than Dave, Gator, Taco, and fucking my boy Mike, the ginger comedian. I love that show, but it don't light a candle to Atlanta. I told Doom he was tripping.
What? Oh, I gotta see that show now, bro.
Atlanta's that good, bro.
No, yeah, Atlanta's good. I'm surprised you haven't gotten on Atlanta yet.
Atlanta, without Atlanta, there's no Dave. Like, if Atlanta isn't successful, Dave doesn't get to be.
They're on the
Dave
same channel.
Yeah, not for FX.
Yeah.
So, but that's enough TV talk. We'll get into the NBA. All right, so NBA Finals going on. Phoenix Suns are leading 2-1. Game 3 was last night. Justin, I'll start with you. Phoenix looked very mediocre tonight. Devin Booker didn't look good, but we did assume that Milwaukee should play well on their home floor. They did. They win 120-100. Literally, Booker had 10 points, Ayton had 18, Chris Paul had 19. The team really didn't show up. They weren't shooting well tonight. Milwaukee shot 47% from the field, 39% from 3, while the Suns shot 29% from 3, and the Suns shot a 68.8 from the free throw line, while the Bucks shot 76.9. This was the Bucks' best free throw showing of the series so far. To me, this is what kind of turned the tides. Plus, the Suns had 14 turnovers, and they've led the turnover battle both times they won, which also contributes to their loss. And the Suns had the most fouls called against them this game. Milwaukee got the benefit of the whistle. And at the end of the game, when they started calling fouls for Phoenix, Devin Booker said, now y'all want to call it. I read his lips. Now you want to call it. It's too late. Y'all gave them the game. To the referee, he said that. How do you feel about this game, Justin?
I mean, I thought it was just like their night. I mean, I want to see them beat the Suns when they're both on. You know, they like Devin Booker, he had 10 points. I mean, they were on their home court and they handled business, which I'm glad that they did, because it would have been bad to see them go down 3-0. That would have been terrible.
I wanted it. I was ready for it.
Yeah, 3-0. I mean, the series is basically over. So I'm glad that they wanted to make it more interesting. But I mean, Giannis, he came out, he dominated. He had a 40-point game.
Multiple 40-point games. And Drew Holiday showed up. Drew Holiday, because there was a time where this game, Phoenix goes on a 7-0 run at the beginning of the third quarter. And then Drew Holiday just goes bonkers. And they finish the third quarter with a 16-0 run after the timeout. Milwaukee does 16 straight points. Drew Holiday had 21. Chris Middleton still really didn't show up this game and had 18. Luckily, Bobby Portis had 11. I still don't think Milwaukee can win this. Like, Giannis has to play lights out each and every night for them to even come close.
Yeah, and they just played bad, and it wasn't their night. So, I mean, it happens in a series where a team is going to play bad on the road, and Milwaukee got the one. They caught the Suns slipping, and I think next game may be the same thing. It may be a closer game, but I mean, the Bucks they have that home court advantage, and I think that makes a difference. I think they play better at home.
They do,
but I think I think that the Bucks can take Game 4.
Okay,
definitely, for
all
sure.
Right, Schubert, what was your thoughts of this game? How you feeling about the series right now?
I mean, I like what the Suns are doing. I think home court does play a factor. I think from Milwaukee coming in and playing at home really kind of meant something for them.
This was a must-win.
Yeah, it was must-win. It was a home game for them. The fans haven't seen them finals there since the 70s or 60s or whatever. Yeah. So that I felt like from the end of Game 2, this was going to be the Bucks game. The way that I see the series playing out is going to be like at the end of the day, who's going to come out and be the one who wants it more. I mean, Giannis obviously is going to come out I think he will come out every game and score almost 30 points.
It's about the others for him. It's about
it's about the others for him. It's like, is Drew going to show up and is he going to play like this every night? Is Chris Middleton going to pick up the slack of that?
And Booker can't play bad again. Like Ayton and Chris Paul did their job, got 18 and 19. Booker has to get 20-something points. 10 points is unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the point. Like if Devin Booker is under 20, then they're going to lose. I mean, he's got to put up 20 a game. He's got to
unless Chris Paul drops 30 and Ayton drops 20-something. That's the only way not. But they're around their averages of 19 and 18. That's about what they do on consistently.
But I mean, and if we want to talk about some of those supporting casts of Paul and Booker, I mean, Miles Bridges needs to be doing what Jay Crowder is doing tonight. I mean, Jay Crowder never hit 6 threes. I don't know. Like, I mean, this is like, if they would have been playing on and Jay Crowder hit this, then they would have blown out.
They'd have won, especially with Cameron Johnson doing what he did. Cameron Johnson took over for a little
PJ
point.
Tucker and stuff. That's crazy.
That dunk was
dunked on PJ Tucker.
Dunked, and then after the dunk does a reverse layup, and then after the reverse layup knocks down a 3. I was like, this dude is balling. I was like, maybe Cam Johnson over Mikal Bridges.
Hey, both players are tit for tat, man. Both of them can play.
And this was
a good young core.
And like she was saying, if Bridges would have just played, if Bridges or Booker plays like they normally do, I don't see the Suns. Like if both play like they normally do, they don't lose. But if one plays like they normally do, I still don't think they lose because everyone hit around their averages. And what Schubert said is very important. So Cam Payne doesn't have a big game, but Jay Crowder hit 6 threes. Like they pick each other slack up. It's up to Ayton, Paul, Booker, and Bridges to always play like they're supposed to. And two of them did.
Bridges played 27 minutes tonight and got 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
What
was he doing?
You can't do that.
What was he doing out there?
Missing a bunch of threes.
4 turnovers.
And Booker's the same way. 10 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. That's not going to cut it, Devin Booker. If people calling you young Kobe and you're
at least I see that he put up 7 3-point attempts. Like, Bridges didn't even put up any shots. Like, what was he doing? Was he just out there? Like, I don't understand. Like, it was bad.
It's weird. It was bad. And then I'm going to be honest, the Kaminsky minutes, they're hurting them. Like, I understand you got to give Ayton a break, and Torrey Craig wasn't 100%. Maybe you give Torrey Craig those Frank Kaminsky minutes next time, him and Abdel Nader, but Kaminsky didn't play well. I didn't like what I saw from him. Didn't like it at all.
Yeah, Sarge going down, I think, is going to be real hurt to their bench.
To their depth, for sure.
Yeah.
Because they're now a smaller team because Sarge was the backup for Ayton, and now they're super small unless they play Kaminsky, and Kaminsky's not that good of a backup.
Because, I mean, he hadn't been playing, so, like, now he's getting, like, over 10 minutes in the playoffs that he really hasn't shown up in very much. So it's like,
that's a fact.
Dang.
That's a fact.
I mean, what are you gonna do about that? But we'll see.
So now Game 4 is on Wednesday. Game 5 is on Saturday. So you guys will hear from us before Game 6 and Game 7 if there is one. Depending on the outcome of Game 4, we may do a midweek pod. Just me and Justin do some NBA stuff, talk about that game and talk about where the series is headed if the Suns win. If the Bucks win, then we'll just wait till after Game 5 because then it'll be 2-2 and then back to Phoenix. But I'll start with you, Schubert. Who you think's winning Wednesday? I feel like Wednesday's the most important match of the series so far. 2-1 Chris Paul in a similar situation where he was down before. He didn't battle back with the Rockets 2-1. Does Chris Paul take a 3-1 lead here? Does Giannis tie up the series?
I want to say that they tie up the series. I just feel like it's going to be a little bit more of a battle.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, with the Suns, like it's just hard because they obviously have the better team, but like I feel like they're trying to figure out their situation with the bench right now, because I mean they can't play everyone the whole time, especially at a team that's physical as like Milwaukee. So just don't know.
I got the Suns winning Wednesday. I don't think Devin Booker plays like that 2 times in a row. I think Monty Williams started to figure out the adjustments to be made to what Budenholzer was doing in the third quarter. His guys just didn't hit shots. I don't see that happening again. I'm picking the Suns to win on Wednesday. Justin, who you picking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Bucks, and I think Chris Middleton has a big game. I think it's a close game. And I think Chris Middleton puts his prints on
the series.
Game 4. Yeah, Game 4 and force a Game 5.
Okay. Schubert, did you pick? Or did you just give us?
Yeah, I did. I said the Bucks.
Okay, you picked the Bucks. All right, y'all both going with the Bucks. We shall see. And that's pretty much all we got, because it's
Chris Middleton's do for a big game. 35.
We're gonna see.
So some small sports things that happen, that soccer game happened today, and it reignited the reason why I don't watch soccer. Just like it got to the point where, they go into the extra minutes after 90 and they're tied. And I'm telling my girlfriend, once they get to 120, then they do the penalty kicks and they get to 120 and they're still playing. And she's like, then they already got to 120. Are they done yet? Like, it's boring, man. It's so boring.
I was loving it. England thought they were bringing it home. Italy said, fuck no.
Well, yeah, because their dude choked at the end, which kind of sucked because I wanted that one guy who I can't remember his name at the
Harry
moment.
Kane.
No, he made his penalty shot, but it was the guy who kicked the third penalty kick. And he won an ESPY last night because he did a lot of work for feeding children in London. I wanted him to do well, but then he
Raheem Sterling?
No, not Sterling. It's another guy. So I think it's I can't remember his name right now, but I did watch the whole ESPYs. Anthony Mackie was funny.
He did a good job.
Oh man,
I saw the Ben Simmons joke.
The Ben Simmons joke was funny. The Trae Young joke was funny. He cracked on Atlanta because he's a Saints guy.
Yep, love that. Love all of that. So, all right, that's what's up. No other small sports though. I'm trying to think. No NFL stuff.
Oh yeah, FIBA.
I don't want to talk about our team losing to Nigeria. That don't count.
Our 19 team won.
We beat the France, but we won that because of Kenny Lofton Jr. Shout out to Kenny Lofton Jr., Louisiana Tech guy.
Yes, sir.
Chet Holmgren.
Yes,
Chet Holmgren faced some real talent. That Frenchman put it on Chet Holmgren today.
Yeah, he won MVP though still, so he got the dub.
Chet Holmgren got MVP?
Yeah.
That's Justin, that's BS.
He won MVP of the game.
Wait, he got MVP of the game?
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren?
Of the either of the game of the entire tournament, he got MVP.
That's crazy. How? Of the whole tournament? I understand the whole tournament.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole tournament.
Yeah, okay, it is the whole tournament. It's not the game. Because I was about to say, no way, boy.
I had to look this Kenny Lofton Jr. dude up. I was like, is that Kenny Lofton, the baseball player's son? No.
No.
He's
Kenny
smooth,
Lofton Jr. He's a baller.
Yeah.
He's big. He plays kind of like Charles Barkley. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he got a smooth game though.
He does. But boy, is that guy Victor Wembanyama from France?
Yeah, they've been talking about him for a while.
Dirty. You think he's basically Rudy Gobert with KD's skill set?
That's a problem.
Dude block shots, but then he'll hit you with the hesitant pull-up jumper for 3. Dude was scoring. They posted videos of him playing against Rudy. Scored on Rudy 3-4 times in a row. Rudy couldn't do shit.
And he's just as tall. How tall is he? What, 6'11"?
I think he's
Something
7 foot.
He
might be 7 foot, Justin. Real talk.
He's definitely a pro for sure.
Oh yeah, and I don't think he's 19 years old. He's 17. Yeah, he's 17 and he's 7'2". Jesus, 7'2" at 17 years old.
Hopefully he can stay healthy.
Yeah, he got to get some weight on him because he's super. Same thing with Chet Holmgren. Both are super skinny. I'm interested to see how Chet does at Gonzaga this year.
He gonna ball.
He better. He better.
He gonna ball in college, I think.
Because Kenny Lofton Jr. looking like he trying to get the best player of the year.
He got a smooth game. Definitely can't lose it at La Tech.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. Justin, how you feel real quick before we get up out of here? Is whatchamacallit Bailey a baller?
Bailey.
The kid that plays on Bronny team that Drake dating his mama.
Ah, man. I got that's crazy. That's crazy, man, because I didn't know that was his mom, man. I thought like that was just his girl. And then I'm like, come on.
You thought Drake took his girl?
I thought I thought that was his girl, like he brought to the game.
Oh, okay. No, that's Amari Bailey mama.
Yo, that's too much, man. Come on, man.
That's why Drake went to them games.
Drake, come on, man. That's definitely why he went to them games. Drake was trying to smash. My man rented out Dodger Stadium. That's some baller stuff, though. I can't lie. That's baller.
But I need to see more of him, honestly. I haven't really watched too much of him.
Okay.
So I gotta see more of his game.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
For Drake to be doing that, man, like, come on, Drake. That's that kid's mom, man.
Nah, Mark, get to listen to Certified Lover Boy early. I'd be hype if I was him. Let me get the Drake interview. Let me get
all that.
The album. I need all of that. You want to date my mama? Cool. I want to come to the YOLO estate, my nigga. I want to fly on the private jet. Yeah, bro.
I want to come to the concerts. I need all that.
I need the merch. I need all the clothes. I need the shoes. I need all that. Run me my pockets, nigga.
Oh yeah.
If you want my mama ass, run me that merchandise.
The OVO Jordans, I need those.
I need it. I need it. I need the interview. I need us to sit down, film it.
And the thing about it is, bro, I wouldn't even feel bad asking for it, bro. I'll be so straight up about it, like unreal straight up about it. Like, yo, Drake, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need a jacket or an album or something.
I need something. That's a fact.
Need something.
Like, you could date my mama, cool, but I need it. I need it. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, Justin, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, everyone can find me on my Twitter is JustinBaptiste4, Instagram JustinBaptiste22, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, JustinBaptiste22, and check out my blog, tradesandlays.com. I've been covering the NBA draft, so I'll be dropping some more players this week, so check that out.
Make sure y'all go follow Justin. Check out his blog, tradesandlays.com. Put the link in the description of the bio, so y'all go check that out. A lot of good draft coverage. Schubert, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at aschubert14. BrosWhoThink Podcast be back at the normal time this week. I didn't get a chance to see Zola. I'm hoping I can by Wednesday.
Yeah, if not, then we'll do something else. Definitely Bachelor, definitely low key.
We'll get back on Dave.
Because I'll be caught up on Dave. We'll
get back on Dave. We'll get back on Loki for the finale. But we'll be talking about whatever else is popping up. They did have WitcherCon, so we'll talk.
The Witcher trailer is
happened during the Witcher, because we just talked about it last week. We were like, oh, we haven't seen anything from the Witcher. Like, what's this season 2 coming out? But WitcherCon released it, so we'll talk about it.
That's a fact. So be sure to check out Bros Who Binge. Also, there should be a new Run It Back this week. We're reviewing Usual Suspects. That should be out this week. Also, a new anime talk will be out this week, as well as... Yeah, no, that's it. That's everything. And then, but make sure if you haven't checked out the latest Never Less Than Ill, check that out. There is an anime talk from last week because we wanted to catch up a week. We didn't want to be behind. So there is a newer episode out, and then you're going to get the one on Tuesday. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to Spotify and Apple. But for Schubert, for Justin, for Doom, my name is Lyndon. We'll talk to you next Monday. As always, until then, peace.